Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now here we are with a new camera finally. I plugged it in yesterday too hastily, still had all the settings set for 30 FPS. So this should be nice and smooth and in 60 FPS for you today. I messed about with the settings, I'm sure we can still get them better than they are. But until you watch the video, you're not really sure how it looks, going to get to look at it on a little screen. So we'll see how it goes, we'll adjust that as time goes by. Now, we've got a cool band on the channel today, a two-man band, a new band to the channel, a heavy death metal band ripping away, going to be nice listening for a Friday. And we're going to get these guys on the channel, but I just wanted to quickly mention, I was having a look at their Instagram page here, just been featured in a magazine and stuff. These guys are from Quebec. They're in the Quebec magazine, which is pretty cool. Love to see that, you know, the band's getting on and stuff like that. Got all cool pictures of the album and whatnot as well. Now, I mentioned it already once this week, and it doesn't happen very often, but it's happened again twice this week where we haven't got a video to check out today with this band. And I've let them through because they're a new band, they sound super cool. It's the kind of music I want to listen to on this channel, ripping death metal stuff, two-man band. They've done all the mixing and producing themselves as well, which you know I absolutely love. So there's a lot of things to like about this band. The only thing is they haven't got a video for us to check out, which is a shame. But we're going to spin them today anyway, as I say, because I just want to listen to this kind of music. This is the band is called Venomized. Let me just double check what it says on their page because it's got some information about it. The music and the lyrics, the vocals and the bass are all by Kevin Cross with a K, and the guitars are by Alex Wolf, and he's mixed and mastered it as well. Alex, very, very cool. I'd love to hear that. We're going to check out 2 tracks from these guys, as we like to do on these exclusive videos today. So here we're going to go. The first one is called Kill the Living. Let's give it a spin. Loving the bass. Cool. Man, the bass sounds so great in this mix. You can hear it cutting through. Drums sound great as well. I'm pretty sure they're MIDI drums, but they sound really nice. Got a nice clarity to them. Tingy cymbals. That bass just cuts through every so often, it sounds so dope. Dope. Cymbals sound great. Not quite sure when this track's going to end. We got more sections. Yeah, those cymbals have got a great sound to them. And I'm pretty sure it's a MIDI kit. Let us know what MIDI kit this is, because I'm really enjoying the cymbal sounds on this one. At the end of it, yes, man, I really enjoyed that a lot going on in this track, lots of different sections. Just when you think it's coming to an end, I'm going to break it down into a nice classical guitar-y section. The bass in this record, or track I should say, sounded amazing, and the way that it cut through the mix and did its own runs, had its own sections, just did a wham, quick kind of blast through the mix. It sounded so dope, and it cut through the mix in such a great way, and it was high level bassing as well. Let me just remind ourselves who does what in this band. Kevin Cross does the music and lyrics, the vocals and the bass, so he knows what he's doing. He's got a sick bass tone, very nice bass in. The vocals are sick as well, layered up, stereoized, heavy, gravelly, nice. And then Alex Wolf. So we've got Cross and Wolf in this band, which is some pretty cool names. And he does the guitars, and he did an absolute great job on the guitars. Sick shredding, great solos, breaking it down. Classical guitar had a darkness and an edge and a vibe to it as well. Sick job. So for a two-man band, making all their own music, recording it, mixing it down themselves, these guys are absolutely killing it. That's why I'm happy to get this band on, even without a video, because this is the kind of band I just friggin' love. Blazing, extreme, fast-paced, blasting music, deep, guttural, heavy vocals, sick bassing in there that cuts through the mix that you can hear doing its own thing. It's got an extra layer of sound to the mix. Sick drumming, even though it was MIDI drums by the sounds of things, it sounded great. A really nice kit. The toms and everything had a good punch to them. The cymbals had a great wash and a tingy clarity to them as well, which cut through the mix with a nice, cleaner edge to the guitars and the vocals and everything else. Really, really sounded nice. So please let me know. I'm actually looking for a new MIDI drum kit. I've been using the Kurt Ballou signature series for years and years now, and I just want to try and get a different sound, maybe some different cymbal sounds. And these kind of real clarity, cut through the mix cymbals, I could definitely use in my kind of music. So please let me know what you're using for this, because I am shopping about for a new MIDI drum kit myself, or at least some new cymbals. So I'll be very interested to know. But they did an absolute great job of it. Even though they're MIDI drums, I actually think MIDI drums in this kind of super high, fast-paced, blazing death metal work very nicely, because it's the MIDI drums have got a clarity to it. There's no bleed or anything on the hits, and it just comes through with a punchy clarity, and it works for this kind of music. You might, if you're a drummer or if you're a purist, you might say, well, it's not a real person playing it. I've got over that. I don't care about that anymore. I just like the sound of it. I think it sounds cool. It goes well with the music. So I'm all on board. I use the MIDI drums myself all the time now. And as long as you mess about with the velocities and, try and humanize them in that respect, it fits in the music great still. And I think we're going to see, actually more so in the future, a lot more MIDI instruments, MIDI guitar, MIDI bass, maybe even some form of AI MIDI vocals as well in the future, a few, decades down the line, where you won't need humans at all to make the music and make the band. You can do it all through the computer programs. I think it's going to be cool though. We're going to get some new kind of music out of it. I want to spin another track of these guys, get to know them more, because this is my kind of music. I'm enjoying it very much. Blazing death metal. I'm really into that stuff just lately. They've got another single on their channel called Rusted Cross, and this one's got a visualizer, a bit more of a cooler vid to it, which is what we like to see. So let's spin this one as well. This one's got a little bit of headroom to it. Just little bits like that with the bass, these guys are killing it. Just little extra spicy, funky bits, catch your ear, just make you go, yeah, dope. Yeah. I'm glad we checked out 2 tracks. I'm going to keep doing that on exclusive video days, because 1 track isn't enough really sometimes. You need to hear a couple of the tracks to get a really nice flavour of what the band's about, to hear those little spicy bits in the mix that come through and get it confirmed to you that that's not just a kind of one-off on the 1 track. They're doing it on purpose. Sorry about the dogs barking. They're going absolutely mad today. But these guys are doing their spicy little funky things on purpose, and it gives this band style. It gives them flavour. It gives them a bit of pizzazz that you don't necessarily get from all death metal bands. Those little bits on the bass really make a nice difference to this kind of music because it catches your ear every single time. It's different, it's unusual, it's cool as hell, and man, I've really enjoyed that about this music today. The way the bass cuts through the mix, the way they've done the mix, and the way that, what's his name, Kevin does the bassing on these tracks is killer. And it sends the music to the next level because he's obviously a high-level bassist, knows what he's doing, knows how to work the scales, knows how to work with the guitars, but also break away from the guitars to still be in tune and everything else, but break away from the guitar riff. That's next level. I love to hear it. I always mention it when it catches my ear because it catches my ear every time I hear it. It's friggin' great. So man, these guys have done an absolute excellent job on this stuff. Blazing, just great death metal music, moving through the death in the way that it should. The beats are great, and the movements from one section to the next are great. They got breakdowny, atmospheric section. The vocals nice and heavy, guttural, gravelly. Got the sound and the tone that you want to hear. So man, for two guys mixing it themselves as well, these guys are killing it. I'm straight on board with this band. Love it. And I'm really, really enjoying this fast-paced, blasting death metal more so in the recent years. It's just really tickling my fancy, this kind of music is. I love the energy. I love the power. I love the guitar riffs, the vocals. When you can hear the bass like this, it just takes it over the top for me. I'm just like, yes. It's the kind of bassing you generally only hear in tech death bands, and not even all tech death bands. So to hear it in a kind of more of a standard death metal band is very nice. I love to hear it. So you've done a great job on this one, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep pumping out this music. Keep doing your own mixes because you're nailing the sound. It's sounding nice and balanced, thick, chunky, solid. You could hear all the elements of the band. You did a great job. Very, very nice. Now I'm going to complain one last time that we didn't get a video out of these guys. Next time you send in your music, guys, I'm going to demand a video out of you, but I really want to see a video out of this band. Just film yourself shredding on the guitar, doing the cool bassing. That's a dope video because you're playing really dope riffs and shredding out. So that's all you need to do, guys, You just got to film yourself, put it high contrast, black and white, or something like that to make it look cool as well. And that is going to be a video because the musicianship in this music is so high level that's going to make a video because it's impressive to just watch you play your instrument. It's going to be sick. So I really want to check out more of this band this year. So keep sending in your submissions for me. Very, very appreciative of that. But next time, I want to see that shred. I want to see that bass in. I want to know what bass guitar is he using. I bet he's got a really nice custom bass that he uses because he's obviously a high-level bassist. I want to see those kind of things out of the band. That's why I go on about the videos so much. So I've really enjoyed this today. Great music for a Friday. Hyped up, pumping, blasting music. No messing about. And from a two-man band that are doing it all themselves, mixing and recording and all the rest of it, and doing a great job to where we can hear all the members of the band. The bass cuts through in a way that you don't normally hear. It's reserved for very high level music. It just takes the whole shit over the edge, Very, very nice. So, hope you've enjoyed that today, guys. Hope you like the new camera quality and all the rest of it. Kind of upping the stream this year, trying to, take it to the next level. I did look into getting a proper, expensive camera and all the rest of it, but man, that is a rabbit hole to end up going down. The cameras, there's a million different cameras that you can get, but they're all kind of 500, 600 plus range. But then once you've got one of those cameras, you need to get a nice decent lens for it as well, which there's a million different ones that I've got no idea what they all do, and the ISO and all the goddamn rest of it. And then once you get that, you've got to get a capture card to put it into your PC, and by the end of it, you're looking at about $1,000 just to kind of get the camera and stuff sorted. This was 160 quid, so I was like, well, we'll have to wait for a few more priority submissions before we end up going down the full full HD expensive camera route, but for now this is the best webcam that's on the market, and it is very good. It's a much better one than the rest of the webcams that are out there. You can see the background much better in clarity now. You can see that balaclava mask that was on the back there, which you couldn't really make out on the last camera. So it's definitely an upgrade, but yeah, I think we can still go better in the future. We just need to kind of build on it a bit further. So hope you're having a good day, guys. That's going to be it for today. We'll probably see you over the weekend for some stuff. I've got some cool bands I want to pull out and talk about, so we'll probably see you for a show over the weekend. But other than that, have a great one. See you around. Bye.